For most of my life, I believed my body was a problem. I believed that if I could just lose weight, everything would be better. I'd be more confident, I'd be happy, and I'd finally feel good enough. So I dieted, I exercised obsessively, I lost weight, and for a moment, I thought I had won. But the truth, diet culture stole years of my life. This is my story of breaking free and why now I'm helping others do the same as the Thick Nutritionist. As a child in South Africa, I grew up surrounded by family, culture, and food that felt like love. There was no counting calories, no good or bad foods. We just ate and we enjoyed it. I never once thought about calories and I never thought about the size of my body. I moved, played, danced, and ate with joy. But when my family moved to Canada when I was 8 years old, everything changed. I realized that I didn't fit into Western beauty standards. I was the black girl in a mostly white school, and I became hyper aware of my size, my skin color, and just how different I was. I quickly learned that I was the bigger girl in a society that praised thinness. Diet culture crept in, whispering that I wasn't enough. I started feeling insecure and fearing loneliness because I didn't feel I was good enough. I used to love movement, figure skating, dancing, and even climbing trees. But as I got older, I felt like spaces for movement weren't made for bodies like mine, so I stopped. Food was something I used to enjoy without guilt, but here I learned that thinner meant better. I went on my first diet in high school. It started small, cutting out certain foods here and there and working out more. But then it became an extreme obsession. I was counting calories, tracking everything, and skipping meals. I believed that if I could just be smaller, I'd finally be accepted. I even fell for the idea that my worth was tied to my weight. And when I lost 50 pounds, suddenly people noticed me. And they praised me. They told me I looked amazing, that I had glowed up. And I thought, this is it. I finally made it. I truly believed I was the healthiest I'd ever been. With all the praise, I thought, I can help others too. So I decided to study nutrition science in university, thinking I could teach people how to lose weight just like I did. I thought I was happy, but the truth, I was exhausted. Nobody tells you this, but when your confidence is built on weight loss, it's never enough because the thought of gaining weight consumes you, and eventually it did. About 3 years into the nutrition program, when I was 21 years old, I eventually hit my breaking point when I couldn't keep up with dieting anymore. Like most people, I couldn't keep the weight off because our bodies are designed to fight against restriction. Despite this fact, I tried harder, more diets, more guilt, more shame. But no matter how much weight I lost, I would always regain it. And every pound I regained felt like a failure. I was never truly happy because I had built my entire self-worth around my body size. And that is the biggest lie diet culture sells us. After hitting rock bottom and being desperate for a change, I decided to seek professional help. I met a dietitian named Amy Pickering who introduced me to intuitive eating, which is a self-care approach to eating that focuses on listening to your body's hunger, fullness, and satisfaction cues rather than following external diet rules. Learning about intuitive eating changed everything forever. She helped me realize that I was spending more time thinking about food than actually living my life. I was skipping meals to save calories, punishing myself for eating cake. And for what? I asked myself, is this how I want to live forever? The answer was no. With Amy's help, I decided to be done with dieting. I deleted my diet apps. I stopped labeling food as good or bad. I let myself eat what I loved. And for the first time in years, I listened to my body instead of punishing it. As I navigated my journey to food freedom and body acceptance, I knew that once I became a nutritionist, my goal would be to help others break free from diet culture rather than focusing on weight loss, just as Amy once helped me. I also rediscovered joyful movement, working out because it felt good, not because I wanted to shrink myself. I started dancing again. I became a Zumba instructor. Slowly but surely, I started to feel free. After spending years studying and working in nutrition science, I knew I wanted to help others. That's why I started posting online as the Thick Nutritionist. I use my platform to encourage people to make peace with food, love their bodies, and find joy in movement free from diet culture. I'm also inspiring others to practice the self-compassion I wish I had shown myself when I first moved to Canada. And I've heard from so many people about how I've helped them heal their relationship with food and embrace their bodies with confidence. I now know my body is enough, just as it is, and so is yours.